Hey, what's going on, all airsofters? I apologize, I haven't made a video in a very long time, and, senior year in school and college applications and all that kind of stuff has really taken a toll, and, I figured, why not make a video of a new gun I picked up. As you can tell from probably right up there in the title, or down there, or over there, or wherever the fuck YouTube puts their titles. And by this picture right here, I did pick up a KWA Kriss Vector. It's a gun I've wanted for a very long time. Never really had the money for it, and then Christmas rolled around, and I didn't ask for anything for Christmas. So, I just took Christmas money and money that I had saved up, and I bought this. Now, I just want to say, one, the Kriss, the real one, is freaking awesome. The Super V system, basically the bolt travels back and then down a little bit, but just barely, very little. And the recoil system is down here, so the recoil spring is here rather than here. So rather than delivering the recoil back into the operator's shoulder through, say, a buffer tube or a whole hydraulic buffer tube or hydraulic system, depending on the type of weapon you're using, it actually travels downwards, and obviously muzzle climb is what hinders accuracy in the real world, in the real steel. Not as much in airsoft. And apparently people in airsoft prefer more recoil because it feels more realistic, and I agree with them. It's awesome to have like hard kicking gun. Like, you don't want your pistol to just ping, ping, ping. You want it to have a nice kick to it so it feels solid, feels awesome. This is not one of those guns. It feels phenomenal when you're shooting it. It is loud. It's powerful. If you pull the trigger, people will know that's a Kriss Vector shooting right now. But there is very little recoil, which I personally like because I want my groupings to be tighter on auto, and I don't want to have to recorrect my second shot, third shot, fourth shot on semi. My WE Scar has a fairly okay amount of recoil. This one definitely has less, and it travels up and down, not so much backwards. Like, it pulls down a little bit. I know Hefista, there's like a Hefista's recoil kit or something like that where you can increase the recoil of the Kriss, but I don't think I'll ever buy that. I like the way it is now. It does shoot a little too hot for TAA, one of the places that I play. But this gun is extremely accurate. I was getting groupings on a 2-round burst from, I think, 40 feet or so, 35, 40 feet. I was getting like 2.5 to 3 inch groupings. Like, they were tiny at 40 feet, and this barrel is no longer than a KSC or KWA or KJW or WE Glock barrel. So incredibly accurate. It comes with a KWA like their V nub, the little hop up nub. It's not an H nub, but it's the V. It is insanely accurate. It's awesome. I love this thing so much. It is futuristic. It is one of a kind. You do not see very many of these out in the field. And okay, so moving on, just some markings. It's got the U.S. patent pending for Kriss armament. It's got official Kriss product right here. Picture of the Kriss Vector, all that good stuff. So it comes in a very, very small box. Like, it's what, like 26 inches or so? Very, very, very compact. So this is what you get with the Kriss. One magazine. This one happens to be loaded. It'll say made in Taiwan. Holds 49 rounds. Don't try to jam in 50 because this is what it looks like when the plunger or the spring is pulled all the way down, and you feel like, oh yeah, I could easily jam in another round. But the spring actually has a locking feature because you have to load the rounds from here, not down here. There's no part where it widens up. So if you try to load in 50, this will not be able to engage. So it won't be able to engage. So you'll have 50 rounds, but you'll have to remove the magazine, tap that button after your first round in order for the gun to continue feeding. So it does come with 149 round magazine with a polymer extension piece. This is metal, of course, and then this is polymer. It thickens it and it looks good in the gun. I know that there are like 20 something round magazines or 30 something round magazines that don't protrude out, and those are just not worth it. I think they're like 20 something rounds and they're like $35 or something like that at most retailers. I bought this from Evike, and everything I think came out to like $497 with one free gift. I'll get into that later. What are they called? The 20 round magazines were like 36, and spare magazines were on sale for 32. So, you know, price per round, it's more cost effective to purchase one of the extended mags. Okay, so it also comes with a hop-up adjustment tool. That is probably the only drawback of this gun. It is kind of a bitch to adjust the hop-up. I'll get into that later. Comes with a little bit of lube. That was very, very kind of you, KWA. And it comes with one manual and a KWA warranty card. Don't lose this. Now, the gas consumption is really good. I think on one fill I can get about 2.5, almost 3 magazines, and that's on semi. If you go full auto, your gas consumption will drop. If you go 2-round burst, your gas consumption will drop. And yes, this does have a 2-round burst feature. So, like I said, $497. I did pick up 2 spare magazines and 1 magazine pouch for my rig right over there. Any SMG pouch will work. I just picked up like standard SMG, so it fits like Uzi, MP5, P90, Kriss, fits all of them. These 2 are, well, they're just 2 exactly the same magazines. They're heavy as fuck, which is kind of disappointing, but that's okay. I also got a UTG red